So hello and good morning. We are out and about again today, and I'm up in one of my favourite locations, Dinorwic Quarry. I mean, what more can you ask for? This place is amazing. Now, I'm out on a workshop today, so I won't be doing a great deal of video, but I will do a bit of a fill-in and just a quick explanation to where I am and what I'm doing. I'm actually playing with my wide-angle lens today. I've got the wide-angle lens on, and I'm trying to show my client that there's more to things rather than just shooting with one lens and stuff like that. And we're just having a look around and we're just having a play, and with a wide angle lens you can actually stretch and change the shape of things, look through things, look over things. You can get more in the scene and stuff like that. So we've been playing with this we've been here for good, well, probably, I don't even, maybe 3/4 an hour. I don't even know what the time is yet, but we've been around this little area looking at the building, looking what's on the floor, looking at everything that's going on. So this is something you're interested in. I do workshops, you know, give us a shout, and we can work something out for you, especially someone like this. A place like this, it gives you confidence to come with someone else, and because I know the area quite well, I can take you around it and we can have a good look and find some pretty good images. So that's what we're going to do for now. We're going to have a play with this, carry on playing with this, put a few images up on the screen for you and show you what they look like, and yeah, I'll check in a little bit later on when I'm somewhere else. Right, I'm going to have a cup of coffee now, and I bought myself a little cup of coffee thanks to Mimes Reusable. I keep mentioning her because I do like a little coffee cup. It's just big enough to bring myself enough to drink. And yeah, we've had a good play around this area. It was pretty much dark when we got here, and it's now light. But we literally just been working this little patch, this little area, trying to get as many shots as we can, even shooting down, looking at some of the buildings, shooting down as well. We're going to head up onto the next level. This is the level where the sheds are. So if you've never been to Dinorwic, this is the main level where all the sheds are. We're going to have a quick walk around these sheds as well. There's some chains down there, and again with a wide angle lens it's going to look quite interesting with the chains on it. But yeah, it's a bit of a grey day, a bit overcast. We might get a few patches of light, and if we do, it'll make it just beautiful, but not quite the same as what it was when I was last here, when I was nearly in tears. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll chuck a link up because I was blubbing. Yeah, right, we're going to carry on. We've got things to talk about and things to do. Just had another quick stop on these the old cart, and we've done a little bit of gardening as well down here. We've moved some of the slate away from the wheels. You can see both the wheels. Really important, I think, to the image. We're just trying a bit of an experiment, so I'm going to put it up on the screen if it works. I'm going to take two images, one at the bottom, one at the top, and I'm doing two versions of it. So I've taken a bit of a diagonal looking up, and I'm going to go to the top and take a bit of a diagonal looking down, and I'll lay the two together so it sort of tells the story of the top and bottom. And I've also done one very symmetrical, trying to get all the leading lines and the lines, everything straight, and you know, sort of compose it so it's perfect on both sides. Not sure which one I prefer yet, but we'll have a look and we'll put them together and see. So every time I come into this building, it changes slightly. There's a little bit less memorabilia, if you like. We just found a little bit of leather, some shoes, and some pots, and an old. There's a couple of shovels. So people have been doing a bit of a wrecking. There's a big pile of metalwork down here as well that I've not seen before. So I'm quite interested to wonder where that comes from. But yeah, I always like to come and have a look in here just to see what's going on, and then moving on to the next part. So one more shot in here. Put put them up on the screen for you, and I'm going to head off and see if we can find something more interesting. As you can see, I put orange on now, so the waterproofs are on. We're getting some rain and drizzle, and the cloud levels come in quite low, so there's not a lot going on behind us now, but it does make it atmospheric. But we're quite fascinated by watching the goats, and I know this is on the GoPro, so you probably can't see much, but the goats are just making their way up the side of the slate, and it's just effortless watching them climb up. You know, they just seem to be making their way up through the, you know, up through the slate and the mountain without a care in the world. So we're going to get a few shots of this. The winch, I'm not going to tell you all the hidden secrets on how to do it. If you want to know, come on a workshop and I'll point them out to you. We've just come up to our next level now, so we're taking the shot looking down, like we said before, so the two images are blending together. So we're looking down from the top of the winch house, looking down to that cradle at the bottom there. So yeah, this is obviously a tandem one, one up, one down, probably to help on the weight. And you can see behind us, we've still got the drum brakes up behind and the big cables on the drums. So this stuff here was really, really impressive. We just had some really, really nice light as well, so I'm going to put images up on the screen and show you. This GoPro's doing me head in, it keeps turning itself off. I don't know what I was saying now, apart from the fact that we're up the top by the winch house. Right, we're going to have a look at the chains now. We'll have a little bit of time on this level, and then we're going to go up onto the next one. I've had some issues with my camera. This GoPro is not good. It keeps turning itself off. So I was over there by the winches. I've come over here now to the chains, and we're just having a look at these chains, and I'm just trying to explain, get nice and close, get the wide angle on there, because this is what we're shooting with a wide angle, because it's really ending itself, and having all these chains as the part of the image. And these things are huge, absolutely massive. So I'm going to get myself a couple of shots, and then I'll put them up on the screen for you as well. And then we're going to walk around and see if we can get some more interesting compositions while we're here, and then move up to the next level. We're actually finding a couple of really nice compositions as we're moving around, and because we're in no rush and we're taking our time, we're spending a lot of time on each level. We're actually examining what's around and exploring and seeing different things, and there's a couple of really nice, interesting compositions that you wouldn't normally see from taking up here. So again, if you're interested in seeing these things, you've got to come out with me, and you know what to do. The link will be in the description below, and what I'll do is at the end of this, I might put a bonus code up, so you need to watch to the end. come up to the cutting shed level now, and we've come into where the machinery is. We've got this big contraption here that we're trying to get something different with, and I think I've got a couple of different images that I would normally get. We've also taken some in the other room, and if you haven't seen my videos from here, I don't know why you haven't. I've been up here many times, but this little room here, the floor is actually made of sheep poo, which is really, really interesting, nice and soft to walk on. We've got this nice wooden bench over the top that has seen loads and loads of work, so taking a couple of images of that as well, and the big machinery in the back end. A bit grainy, a bit gritty, make it a bit grungy, but this is quite a hard thing to shoot because otherwise it's just a big chunk of metal. So it's just trying to find a different way of looking at it and trying to shoot it, but I think we've managed it. We made it up to the cutting shed, and this place is always amazing to come to. It's always amazing to look at, and pretty phenomenal really. All the saws and the machinery is still in here. So I set Daryl a challenge to have a walk down, and rather than taking the big iPhone shot, bang, you know, shot, workshop done, to have a look and use the wide angle lens and to get in close and to use these quirky little shapes and techniques to try and find little quirky images and lines and just different things and parts of the machinery. So that's what I've set him to do. So he's off having a go at that for half an hour. I'm going to have a walk around and do the same, and we're going to have a compare and see what sort of images we come up with and see who noticed something a little bit different. I've got a couple already which I rather quite like, so yeah, I think I'm doing all right. We're now up on the next level, up from the cutting shed, and I've not been up on this one before, so quite interested to have a little bit of a nose round here and see what's up here. But what I do like is the sort of lock-ins or keyways where the carts or the contraptions or whatever they are come up and down. So I quite like this. I've taken a couple of images of this leading down with the old cutting shed and the buildings down there. The light's gone off the mountains now a little bit, but yeah, it's still pretty cool. What I am going to also shoot is that, because I've never been up above it before, so I want to get a big picture of this. I'll take it to a water tank or water drum. So because it's nice and bright and orange, I think it definitely needs a shot, especially with a little bit of light on it. It's going to be awesome. So we're going to head back down now. We're going to go down and do some of the images we didn't do at the bottom, but look at this. You wouldn't want to be falling down here. This is one of the winch houses, but it's actually under the ground. So you can just see the winch drums down through the gaps in there. So yeah, that's quite scary to think you could walk along and suddenly disappear down in the ground. But very different to the other ones that are on the lower levels. These ones are actually underneath the ground. Right, we're going to make our way now back down here, back down this slope, back down onto some of the other levels, probably about 2 or 3 levels down, so I'll see you down there. Yeah, you're right, it's a dead end.
Yeah.
Well, we've come round to another little part, back to roughly where we were earlier on. We've come round this corner, this sort of chasm into this cave area, and look at this down here. I mean, you probably can't see it on the GoPro, but just roughly out my eyes, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 sort of cave entrances all scattered around. I would love to have a quick look at those, but yeah, this one at the top almost looks possible to do by scrambling across this round to the edge. There's a big one over there, but I'm on a workshop, I can't kill him, can I? Yeah, we've got to be careful, and to be honest, I'm not brave enough to do that. I'd love to have a little scout round and look at this, but yeah, it's a bit insane. Even down here, you know, I can see where a younger, fitter person could scramble onto these sort of little steps and work their way down, but no, not me. Definitely not today, not with my bag on my back, and a bit of a bad back, which I've actually got. So yeah, it's good seeing it, it's good having a look, and it's nice to come and see something different, but yeah, not today. Maybe with a rope, chains, shackles, helicopter, winch, then maybe, but yeah, pretty cool. So as much as this is a workshop, he's as crazy as I am. He wants to go down there. You see down there's some holes and some caves and things like that. Well, so do I, obviously, but we're going to try and find our way down, because there's a lot of people down the bottom there, and the GoPro is probably not going to help you picking them up. But if they can get through, then we can get through. I'm assuming anyway. So we're going to have a look and scout it out, see if there's a way down and going through there. It may end up in a part 2 video. I'm probably going to get down the bottom of this level, maybe take a couple of pictures, go into the little tunnel, and then finish this video off there, and then we'll have another explore, or part 2, the video will be tomorrow, or wherever we end up down there. But yeah, that's the plan, to try and get down there. See, we've got the headgear on, so I'm just going to take Daryl into one of these little tunnels, not the ones that we were talking about, but the regular standard one. So come on, let's go and have a look. Oh, I think we've had a bit of a rock. So I'm not sure whether this is purposely done or whether it's done it on its own, but all this rock here, this is all new. You can see it's fresh. You can see it's come off the side of this cliff here. Now whether they've come up and purposely blocked it to stop people going through or not, I don't know, but yeah, that is definitely fresh. So it really does make you think about things a little bit. So I am going to end this video here. I think we've got some more adventures to come because we have found our way around. The cave is there and we're heading that direction. So if you want to see us heading into that cave and see what happens tomorrow, because I'm hoping to try and get down to the pool down there with the little dead trees, if we can manage to do it. I don't know whether we can, but that's the plan. And then we're going to go down to the bottom levels and do those tomorrow morning. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us that thumbs up, like and subscribe and all the usual stuff. And yeah, if you do want to come out of the workshop, you know what to do. Just drop me a line. It doesn't even have to be photography based. It can just be a walk around the quarry or anywhere that you know that I've been. I did say I was going to do a bonus, didn't I, as well? If you want to come out of the workshop and you want to come over to the quarry, how about if you email me and say Dinorwic 2023, I'll do you a discount, 25% off. There you go, for the first 5 people. After that, then no more. So yeah, ciao for now. See you soon. And you enjoying it so far?
I am, thank you.
He is. That'll do. That's all I need. See you later. Bye bye.